everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther Franchik and I'm a professional artist, dreamer, traveler and human. So this video is gonna be a little bit different. But before we dive into it, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll not miss any of my new videos. So I didn't expect that, but Paul said that he also wants to be in this video because it's a live vlog and
Yes.
we're doing this different.
I feel like if we're recording something in our home, we're supposed to be both in it.
Maybe. So we're just making this vlog from the home because we were thinking to do this vlog in the studio, but then electricity went off again and we just thought, why not do it at home? Why not to start at home? And I have been thinking a lot lately about this one specific topic of social media and how we present ourselves and what we are trying to be and what we become as a result of social media ruling this time and age and our generation. So I want to share some thoughts on it, and I just thought that home style and vlog style would be more fitting. And I'm also really want to make a cake. So we might do part of the video in the kitchen to see how it goes. I just got my fruit order delivery. That's really exciting. I really love ordering fruit and vegetables lately. Not as much. So the very important thing is to make sure you have a separate board for fruits and vegetables, could be, but the mistake I did before where I use the same board for onion and garlic and then for slicing fruits for dessert. This is just never ends up well. So make sure you have a clean board for the fruit, otherwise your cake will not taste good. This should be fine. So now we need to take a big bowl, something that is convenient to mix, and we'll need 200 grams of flour. I like to sift it also with this tool, it's pretty handy. Butter.
Oh, look at this butter mountain.
Yeah, you need a lot of butter, and it's beneficial if it's cold. Then it's a lot easier to grate, and then it mixes with the flour a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of salt, and now we're just mixing this together really well. You see how it's becoming this nice texture. You can almost build something from it. At this point you need to add 3 or 4 tablespoons of ice water, 1 egg yolk. So now we're mixing it again. It can get a bit messy. That's fine. So this is basically done for now. Once it's not sticking to the hands anymore, it has an even texture, you can just form it into the ball. You can put it in the fridge for 15 to 20 minutes in some plastic wrap to let it rest, and then we will continue. So now the dough is well rested and we gonna just press it and roll it into the circle. Today I'm using a bit smaller shape. This just helps to bake a bit more evenly. Now I put in the strawberries. Do you think maybe I should use a plan B?
Yeah.
Never change the plan when you already have the plan. now we're gonna use some of the sugar. We don't have any sugar in the dough, so you can be really generous.
What are you doing now?
Now I'm thinning the edges. Just slightly a bit over. That's the last step now. We are taking again another egg yolk, and I have a brush. I really enjoy having like all of these tools for baking because it reminds me of art so much. You know, it's like I can paint with egg yolk on the cake. So now I'm just gonna sprinkle some of the sugar on the sides over the egg yolk because it's just gonna make it a bit more crunchy, and I like crunchy. Okay, we all set.
Almost all set.
Almost all set. It's an old shape, okay? Yeah, and it goes into the oven. So I preheated the oven already when I put the dough to rest into the fridge because it's exactly the 15 minutes that it needs. Its first 15 minutes it bakes on 220 degrees, and then the rest, the other 15 minutes, it bakes on 180. If any of you would like to make this at home, I will write down the recipe down below. And yeah, we need to wait now a total of half an hour for this to bake, and then we're gonna put some ice cream and enjoy it warm. So coming back to that social media topic and how it makes us feel and changes and rewires the way we are as people, I really feeling a lot lately and just thinking of how to do content again, how to connect to people, and because I want people who follow me also to connect to me as a human being and for all of the facets that I am. And it's a thin line of like how much to be an artist, how much to be anything else. So this vlog is really different and it's raw, and this vlog is kind of an attempt to try something different and to see how it goes. I'm gonna show you guys also progress from the studio and what have been happening, what I have been working on, but I really felt like taking you a bit more on the journey of everyday life and what we are doing, and baking a cake. And we also just went today to the building supply store and we got some tools for the studio, and we saw like this plant section, and I wanted to get a cactus for a really long time, and I always were putting it on the side, like always postponing, like I mean it's not the most important thing. And also in the situation that we are right now, like where we live in Ukraine and we are settled here, we have our apartment and studio and everything, but situation is still, let's say, unstable, and we don't know like for how long we could be here. So it's like it's always this thoughts of like how much should I invest into like changing my studio and like refurbishing it, like redecorating it, how much should I invest into like getting plants and new furniture at home, how much this right now is a priority. And it is absolutely balance, and it is a priority to make you feel well where you are and to do things that make you happy. And yeah, the cactus in my house that we just got today actually is helping me a lot with inspiration, with my well-being. So just like finding a balance and just talking about those things openly and talking about not just the ups but the downs, like ebbs and flow, like everything in between, I just feel like makes this journey a lot more vulnerable and authentic and real. And I hope it also can encourage you guys with wherever you're going through and wherever like you're struggling in everyday life, that it's good to be real and it's good to be authentic and it's good to show both of the worlds that you're living, and not just putting this one thing that is your business or the thing you're doing, the thing that you are known for, as this biggest part of your identity. So I also want to give you guys a little studio update and just show you around what I have been working on this week. So this diptych that I want to work on and put it like that it's could go either horizontal or vertical. I just painted it a little bit since the last time, but I work a lot more on this piece. So really happy with the progress, still needs a lot of progress, still kind of ugly stage. This one is slowly coming out of the ugly stage, so I'm happy about that. Those two are also new. They just had collage, I think, last week, so I primarily focus on these two. This one is more refined and this one is still pretty messy, but I want them to look a bit like coral reefs, something like that in an abstract way. So this is also goes to my Australian series, I mean Australian inspired series. Yeah, so work on those. I also did these two miniatures. They will still need a couple layers of oils and final touches, but I really like that they are pretty effortless and minimal. So this is really cool. And this one is finished. This one needs oils. This one I work a little bit more because it looked a bit too busy for me. So yeah, I think a couple more layers of oils and it's gonna be done. So yeah, some of you said that it's insane how many paintings I have going on in the same time, and it's true. But I somehow find it really helpful in my creative process because I don't have such a big attention spent on like one thing. Like it's hard for me to work on one thing all of the time, like the same painting. My perception of the piece just not in the best setting when I like focus too long in one painting. So I found it really helpful to switch in between pieces, and sometimes also like I work on one and then it has to dry for like a day or two, or sometimes it has to dry just like for 20 minutes or a couple hours, like depending on which medium and like what I'm doing, if it's like collage or inks or oils. So it's really helpful to have multiple pieces in different stages, because then I always have work to do and I'm not like, oh, now I have to wait 2 hours because this has to dry and so on. So this is really helpful. This actually really increases productivity and the quality, because I'm always focusing on a different painting, so my eyes are switching in between and my perception of the painting is always fresh. Like I have this like fresh perspective because I worked, like I don't get tired and like I'm not getting used to one piece, just working continuously on it. So this is really helpful for creative process. Yeah, and I worked on this one just yesterday a little bit, so this still needs a lot of work, but I like this white clean path with butterflies. So yeah, so that's what I have been up to this week, and yeah, I'm excited to share more progress with you soon. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you like this type of content. We're gonna go now and put some ice cream on the steaming cake, and I hope you guys like it, and I will see you next week.
Maybe strawberry.
Fruit pastries is everything for me. They're so good.